Illuminating fire, fire. Open a light. Illuminating the fire, fire and a light. Traveling down through the light. Illuminating the fire, fire and a light. To cry it all out, let the sun shine in. Illuminating the fire, fire, a light. A light. Illuminating the fire, fire, a light. Hello everybody, welcome to another video. Today we're gonna talk about the full moon in Gemini happening on the 15th. So same date as we have the full moon, we also have Mercury going back to its direct energy. So right now we're in a very much period of retrogrades, both Mars and Mercury. Mars will stay all the way until February and Mercury will stay until the 15th, and then the energy will kind of turn around for us. And what is beautiful within this is that it's happening, the shift is happening on the same date, but they're also happening in the opposite signs of each other. So what is really cool here is that there is a beautiful exchange happening. It's kind of like the full moon is pushing, like sending its energy to the energy of the Mercury, and opposite as well. They're kind of like supporting each other is how I see it. So the full moon, which gonna happen now on the 15th in Gemini, it's a very mental energy. The Gemini energy is an air sign and it's all about our mental body. It's all about the information that we store. And depending on the sign, depending on where it lands within you, you will be able to process different sort of information during this time. Maybe there are information that you've been feeding since a baby. Maybe there are information that you've been just feeding for a while that you're questioning. There will be a lot of realizations happening during this time. And as a mental body, rules the mental energy, it's not only our mind. I mean, it is connected to our mind, but it's not only the thinking pattern and the activity up here, it's also your voice. It could also be your actual practical actions. So a voice activation will take place during this time, which will create a beautiful path for you to also speak out what you feel, what you think. You will also be able to find back to that sort of mental clarity where you feel that you don't necessarily have to speak out and tell your truth. It's a very much energy around where do I place my energy and where do I reserve it and save it for something that where I really want to put my energy into. So it's very much of an energy controller, like, okay, I want to put a little bit there, and then I pull back, I want to put a little bit there, but you will only put the energy on where you feel like, okay, here I want to plant something, here it's worthy, here there is love. Wherever there is love and wherever there is a calling out from a higher place, it's worthy to put your energy. But wherever there is just other people chatting, or I also do get a strong energy of other people needing your energy, and you can kind of like find yourself in the moment before putting the energy there. So it's a lot about like, okay, where do I, what is mine and what is yours? That duality energy of Gemini, to feel like you have two faces, two personas, and to kind of like, okay, so where is that face that I put on, that mask that I put on out in the mass, or just the polite energy from you, and where is the true, honest opinion of mine, where I actually want to that I actually want to listen to and act after. I can act out in a very polite way, it's not that, but it's just like, where is the balance in between that? Where do I put too much energy out, and where do I have to reserve it a bit more? So a lot of energy around anything from codependency to healing old thinking patterns and old beliefs, as well as finding new realizations and ideas and kind of like act up on it. So like, to kind of put a vision around it, you could say that you have this book filled with all the knowledge of your life, and you open it to see which pages here are old, they're already used, they're ready to get pulled out, they're yellow, okay, they're done, and also they don't necessarily resonate to me anymore as well. So there is a lot of more fresh pages for you to fill out. Maybe you want to put something new there, new realizations, new information, new callings around your lifestyle and the people you have around you, how you want to live, how you want to feel in your mind as well, and on an everyday basis. This can also be a lot around stress, like, okay, where as well as I was talking about the energy regulation, like, okay, where do I put too much energy that is actually causing me stress? You don't want your shoulders up here, you want to have a relaxed position. So a lot around that as well. But let's go in and see what we have for each sign to bring. So this session will resonate to you from the 15th to the 30th of December. And as well, if this session resonates to you, feel free to check out the link below and schedule a private session. And I do also offer full readings for the full year of 2025, where we tap deeper into each month. Each session comes in a personal video sent straight to you, and it's around 75 minutes. So feel free to check that out if you want to have a beautiful session for each for next year, for each month to follow up with. And I offer this both in a shape of card reading, a psychic session, a clean psychic session, as well as in astrology session where we check more through the transits of the year. Okay, over to the session. All right, so since we have Gemini full moon, I will start with Gemini. And yeah, this is happening in your sign, and I can feel a very strong release for you. Yes, Gemini, you got the Panther. So this is a very beautiful energy for you, Gemini, to find back to your inner power and strength. This is an energy where I don't want to say that you push away people, even though it looks like on this image. But what I would like to more represent it as is really like clear boundaries. And it's rather like, it's also an energy where you can feel that whenever you step into a room, you really feel the space. Like you really have that capacity to fill up the room with your energy. So it's more around releasing other people's energy. It's very like a me energy, and it's fire. So you feel very strong here, and I'm very happy to feel this because I know the transformation that you've been going through this last 6 months. So it's a very strong energy for you, Gemini. Will you find back to the energy of you, your independent energy? With this energy, I also get quiet. It's very grounded, but I still feel like quite lots of speed. So I do feel that you have your eyes on some sort of goal, and it's kind of like, yes, I know what I want. I'm gonna take my next 2 years only focus on this. So it's something very determined within this energy. And that is something that you will build up throughout the end of this month. So all the way until the 30th, you will be able to be within this energy and really like feel what is to come next for you and what is your next focus. Because you've been cleansing and cleansing and cleansing, and now it's only you left for you to just go deep into that space of determination towards your goal, your focus. I can feel this will not resonate to everyone, but there is something for some of you that is very much abundant. This can be anything from like really focusing to create a family life, as well as I have a project idea, or I want to live somewhere, or there is an image, a very clear image that you will walk towards until you get it, which is amazing. I would also like to say that this is more about you seeing yourself in a new light where you are truly powerful. And it's like all the sides of you came into one. So you're more of an integrated person, which makes you very, very strong at this moment. So Gemini, congratulations, beautiful energy. So next up we have Cancer. So Cancer, you're stepping into the Tarantella, another fire energy, very, very strong. So what I feel here is like you coming into a place where you are able to release some sort of image that you had in your mind from something. There is something that you've been picturing yourself that you thought would be happiness. But it's kind of like now you tasted the other side of the coin, or whatever you say. Like now you tasted, you got a taste of the other side, and you're starting to find your happiness on this side as well. This can be anything from feeling like I need this villa to be happy. I need a partner to find happiness. I need to be an entrepreneur to find happiness. And it's kind of like life haven't really guided you there. Life kind of guided you in another direction. And now you're finding yourself home in this new situation, and you're starting to feel a deep sense of happiness. The tarantella is giving you the choice to put more energy into this direction instead. So this is kind of like a crossroad situation where we stand in between two different roads, where we feel this is good, but this is also good. This resonates with me in this way, and this resonates with me in this way. It's kind of like feeling that you have a choice of somehow. It don't have to be physically. It can also just be in the mind to I also do get a strong energy of like that I have to have the courage, I have to dare to believe that I will be okay without that, whatever that is. So it's a little bit of, it feels like a risk-taking energy because it carries some sort of sense of security that you would love to hold on to. But because it's just that it resonates more with the person you used to be in the past. It's like very far back. So it's more of a thing within your mind, something that you think that you need that you actually don't need. So it's more about a mental regulation here, where you like I mean, you can meditate yourself through that. You can really like visualizing yourself letting go of that. It doesn't have to be physically, but it's definitely you following your intuition and letting go of that old belief that you need this to be happy. So good luck with that, Cancer. Beautiful transformative energy. Okay, next up we have Leo. Leo, so it's wake up call time. So you got the bear, which is all about the awakening, feeling that you've been feeling a bit blurry, a bit unclear around something lately. Can be anything, can be your health, can be an event, can be your relationship, your mind, something that you've been you've been seeing things from a very, I want to say like tired way. To see, just like, it's like I don't feel any motivation to, like I don't feel any motivation to see this, to see a solution within that, or to see clarity around that. Like it's just much more comfortable to just sleep kind of. To I feel that you had your blindfold on into something, And now it's more about you awakening, you feeling your energy coming back. You starting to put the puzzle, you're starting to see things clearly, and you can be more ready to let go of that energy of thinking or feeling that things will come to you. It's kind of like, okay, let's lit the fire. Let's get on, you know, instead of just sitting there and thinking that things will come to you. It's more about like, yeah, get the engine starting. So I feel that there is an awakening around. I do get a kind of like aha moment energy as well. And I do feel that I do get kind of like two different energies though. There is, this will only resonate to a few of you. So one situation that I feel like a surprise, like, oh my God, how couldn't I see this before? But it's also like I didn't see it because I didn't put any attention to it, and I choose to not put energy into that direction. So therefore, it kind of like I get a little bit surprised, and I feel I also do get some sort of regret into the situation or belief or whatever this is, because I do also feel that there could be some sort of laziness involved, or just like being ignorant, you know, just like deciding on something very strict and then thinking everything is gonna follow that energy. But whenever we put energy in something, we really have to keep putting energy into that thing for it to grow. In the beginning, putting one time, we only set the direction, we only like awakening that little seed. And it's kind of like you awaken that little seed and then you just left it. Like, yeah, grow in front of me. It didn't. And now it kind of like turned around. And there is an aha moment of you feeling that that you can see both sides of the stories a little bit more. You see everything more clear, and you feel more flexible within the thing to like, okay, let's make these changes instead. Maybe we can do like this. Like, I feel like very, it makes me very relaxed. It makes me a little bit stressed, but I also feel very relaxed to feel that, okay, let's put the work in. Like, now I'm ready to change things. The other energy that I feel, what was the other energy that I felt now? I've been so deep into this. It's more of an awakening that is happening, like my energy is back towards something, and I feel very driven. I feel very excited about to close this chapter, to close this new year and cycle and step into this new life. To this new cycle, but it feels like a new life. It's kind of like something completely new starting, and I feel very excited about the next year. And I do feel that it's kind of like I planned a lot of things during this time and this year to come to flourishing for the next year. So there are two things. One is more future. I mean, both are very future thinking, but one is more taking care of past situations, and one is more going forward into a completely new energy. So I get a little bit mixed of both awakenings here, but huge congratulations, Leo. This is beautiful. So stepping into Virgo. So Virgo, you got the Swan. A very reflecting time, very much solo energy, feeling like the reflection of self here. I feel a very like philosophical energy somehow. It's kind of like I'm returning back to my zone, like I return back to my space to look at many aspects of my life. It's kind of like I want to go into each area of my life and structure it from the beginning. Like, what do I need to keep here? What do I like? What do I want to focus on here? What do I want to release? What, like, to really structure, to really get into that structuring energy of yours, and see where you still want to spend your energy into. There is also some sort of situation involving, I feel it's connected to a destination. It can be a workplace. It can also be a destination in someone's arms. It can be a place where you've been thinking about moving or wanting. There is some sort of desire towards another place. Physical place, I feel more, and I'm kind of like, but it can also be a mental place, but I can kind of feel like a longing for that, to finally start to put a little bit more of energy into that. It's kind of like I've been gather a lot of energy into one zone lately. And this zone has its own branches, because I also do see a lot of tasks outside this. So it's not that you're living like super just within your space, but you're returning to the space now, quitting, like taking a little bit of distance to your social life and just like gathering your energy, like, okay, what do I have here? Where do I want to place my energy next? Where do I want it? I want it to place it somewhere that it grows. And I get a strong connection to my creative space. It's like I miss grow something. Can also be a baby. You want him to be pregnant, but it can also be a very strong longing to really grow a project or something that gets my inspiration going, because it's kind of like I found my zone. I found the like tasks outside of that, but I don't feel too passionate about it. I feel that it's time for me to somehow do my own thing, somehow start my own thing. Like, I really miss that. So I really want to get going on something new, to grow, where I feel fire within me. So it's a very like manifesting time for you, dreaming state, like coming back to you, feeling like what could I create. So this is a very good time for you to really like create that zone of mind mapping, manifestation, like really being within that manifesting energy, and also to put everything up there. What would get me going? Like, what would make me tick and really start that fire within me? So it's a very beautiful energy to put all of your ideas out there, because it's also reflecting you. This is also a part of the awakening that is happening within you. So it's kind of like you found yourself, like it's not that you're being unhappy or anything. You're very happy, but it's just like you finding yourself in a space where you feel that it's time to put some energy into you and something that grows, that makes sense, and that can maybe even make a difference in the world. So a very, very beautiful energy for you, Virgo, and a perfect start for the new year for you to be within this energy in the end of this year. So next up we have Libra. So Libra, you got the golden egg. Very cozy, cuddly energy, lots of connection to your heart. I do get a very strong sense of sort of, it's like I return back to my space. It's like I'm returning back to my space. And I also feel I'm distancing myself from people. I create this little zone, and the energy of the zone feels amazing. And it's kind of like leaving. I leave that pressure that I have on myself to make others feel happy and to always be that reflector in others. So I return back to my heart here, and I feel a very strong energy of really coming back to a heart space. It's very warm, it's very nice. It's also a space for me to heal myself, and it's kind of like also making me realize how much energy I put out there on just because I'm used to it, kind of. So maybe you're going through a transformation, like even how you communicate, what information you allow yourself to bath within during a daily basis, how you like integrate with other people, and who you're integrating with, and what you allow yourself to integrate with. Is a lot about relationships here, I feel. Also, when I'm talking about that, it can also be a little bit of a financial energy where I also feel like, where do I put my energy? Where I put my work into, does my financial energy grow? It's kind of like, how can I work right? How can I play the cards right, still feel fulfilled, but still earn that income that I want to receive in the end of the month? Something like that. So it's a little bit, a relationship is a very Venus-like energy as it rules you as well. So it has a lot around love, relationships, money, pleasure, and how can all of this go hand in hand. And what you have to do for that is to return to your heart. The Venus is right now in Aquarius, so it's a very beautiful time to find yourself in the collective, find back to your individual energy, and within the collective to feel, where am I in all of this? So it's a very loving energy for yourself, lots of self-love within here, and a great boost for you to find back to this, to your inner warmth and to your self-love, and to also allow yourself to receive from others and from your workspace. So congratulations, Libra. Next up, we have Scorpio. So Scorpio, you got the bat. So what I feel here is, so you are very, very strong at the moment, and I felt you lately very strong sun energy, strong confidence to put yourself out there, to really yeah, if there is any energy at this moment that is really out there, I feel it's you, Scorpio. Maybe also Aquarius, but Scorpio, you're very much out there and facing all resistance, showing your true self. So within this, I do feel that you've been really putting yourself out there, really integrated with this energy. And as a Scorpio, as you're always shedding these layers, always within the transformation, I also do feel that you're starting to see new paths for you. So the first ones that you kind of took actions towards, they were nice and they open up more opportunities for you from that. So it's kind of like you acted on something, you took action into something, and now new opportunities are showing itself. So you're really expanding your mind here. It could be, let's say, like a business idea. You thought it would be yeah, this structure. Out from it, maybe you thought you would work one-on-ones, client based, and now you're starting to see, oh my god, I can make courses, I can make retreats, I can do this. So it's like an expansion from something. There can also be an expansion in whatever situation, but also I feel a lot of expansion within your mind. It's kind of like I feel limitless, which is amazing. So a very strong energy of feeling limitless, capable of anything that you want to do next, releasing a lot of, I do feel that you are meeting certain fears from like back in family lines, fears that you've been acting on before in your life. Maybe that you need this to succeed, or you need to be like value, like traditions and values within the traditions that you've been kind of like following. Could be you following your parents, or it can be around marriage, can be around how to find success, stability, security in life. And it's kind of like you showing them the true you, breaking those patterns at this moment of time. So it's a very strong energy here, Scorpio, of really showing your true colors, going your own way, showing others that, and not necessarily showing others, but I see other people watching, and I think you might share to others at this time as well. But it's kind of like you sharing fearlessly. It's like, I share and I don't expect anyone to agree. This is my time to stand in my power and show that this is possible. This is possible. It's possible to live like that. It's possible to grow something like this and that. Yeah, coming in with new, very strong transformative energy. So huge congratulations, Scorpio. There is something really big awaiting for you, and there is a strong energy of really releasing any sort of fear that blocked you in the past. Okay, so we are halfway through. Little coffee. Next up, we have Sagittarius. So Sagittarius, there is healing to get for you. So definitely a rebirth energy here. I do feel you healing the inner child or past family patterns, like really coming back. This can also be, I mean, this doesn't have to be that sort of healing that take place that is also I mean, it will always come with some pain, but it doesn't necessarily have to be that sort of shedding skin transformation. It can also be you letting go of a 9 to 5 and following your dreams towards this project that you want to create or something like that. So it doesn't have to be this very deep transformation where you heal your inner child, but I do feel a connection to it. So there is some sort of, I mean, this is your season, so you just had your birthday or is still yet to come, and it's a very beautiful a very beautiful energy around closing a cycle. And coming, yeah, very strong rebirth energy here of some sort. And it's more within you. I do feel that the life outside of you stays kind of the same. I don't know why I feel that, but it doesn't necessarily have to be you tearing your life apart, like breaking up, moving. It doesn't have to be like that. I feel more of an inner transformation for you, where you get more deeper into regulating the energies within you, rather than having to change all the external situation for you. Which is nice, because that also keeps you grounded. So all this change that is happening within you can kind of take place in a very peaceful environment, because everything is in order, everything is grounded, everything is there for you to go through this, whatever it is. I do get a strong energy of releasing tears, releasing some sort of pain, heavy energy that has been on you for different reasons. But I feel so much happiness within that too, and so much release of blockages and having heaviness that's been holding you back. This is also a strong connection to your mother, so you can very much go through healing connected to your mother at this time, or to the any mother figure in your life, or to the woman within your life. So it's a very strong energy here of a new cycle beginning. So I know it's been a lot until now, but now it's the time where it's more I'm like, it's more flowing forward for you from here. Okay, so congratulations, Sagittarius. There is a beautiful time waiting ahead for you, and a beautiful new beginning. So next up we have Capricorn. So Capricorn, you got the stingray. So there is balancing and alignment going on. I do feel then the action that you've been taking lately to release the stress and pressure on you has took you, like it took you to this place where you feel, where you're starting to feel, you're starting to acknowledge some disalignment within your body, or throughout your chakras, or can be, whenever we shut out the pressure on us to hold outside ourselves, we come back to this. And whenever we are back here, we can start to feel things into details. So maybe you're realizing some sort of health issue that you need to take care of here. Maybe you're realizing that, oh my God, I've been walking with this pain in my ankle for so long, and I haven't even noticed because I've been so focusing on everything that's happening here. So it's really about coming back to body. And it's also about, if you're practicing something a lot, some sort of physical exercise, this might only resonate to a few of you. But if there is something that you're practicing a lot, there might be a time where you have to take a step back and go into some recovery time. So there is kind of like, I need to return a bit. Maybe I'm like always doing CrossFit, right? That's my favorite thing in the world. And it's like the energy within that has gained the momentum. So it's kind of like, okay, it's time for me to go and do some yoga. I need to balance everything. So there is something, and this doesn't have to be the physical exercise. Take this to any situation within your life. Something has been a little bit too much, a little bit overextended, so that you have to look to the opposite side to find answers there. So it's a little bit coming back to balance through looking into your opposite side and the things that you didn't look into before. It's like going to the gym and only working out the upper body or the lower body. Like in the end, you gotta give it to it all, you gotta find the balance. So there is something that has to, I come a lot around health here, to find balance within your body. This can also be around the food you eat, but also to reduce that stress. And what I also get connected to is like, even though you choose to release that old habits of yours, that old stress, you've been going within that energy throughout some time. It has to be placed somewhere, So maybe this is the time where you find where that stress has been placed physically on you. Can be the solar plexus, can be the voice, can be more related to a chakra, but it can also be a body part, or it can also be a way that you the way you walk, or the way you sit, that can actually cause some problems for you. So this is really about releasing that old patterns of yours and stepping into a new energy of how to do things in a new way. Could be health related, could also be work related, relationship related, whatever it is for you. Finding back to balance, to find the complete harmony within yourself. So next up we have Aquarius. Aquarius, you got the dolphin. So a very beautiful energy, a very sensitive, psychic energy, I would say, very strong to, like, you're very connected to your intuition at this moment. What I feel here is that you might not noticing that yourself. You might just feel that, wow, life is so great right now. I'm so happy. I feel so playful. I feel so vibrant, colorful, beautiful. It's like living a little bit above the clouds. Maybe you're in love with something new that you found in your life. But in the base of it, you're strongly following your intuition, and you've been doing that for a while. You've been breaking through lots of barriers in your life before you got here. It took some time for you. And this is a very beautiful energy for you to really come back to that space of less thinking and more flowing, because you already have that logic of some sort. You already know where to place your foot next, so you don't necessarily have to evolve any structure into the thing or any control. You can more flow with it, and as you flow, you also be realizing how things kind of like land in your lap automatically. So this is a very, very beautiful for you, beautiful energy for you, Aquarius. I do feel that the energy of this is so strong that when I tap into a little bit like outside of your field, I see the world is kind of, I don't know how to explain this because it sounds so sad, but it's kind of gray, it's kind of structured, it's very masculine in some way, but it's also a little bit gray, a little bit sad. So therefore, keep your energy solid and let you be the light shining up your environment. So it's kind of like you might have people getting closer to you during this time, asking for, you know, in many different ways, a little bit of your energy, which is okay. You have a lot to give, but keep your flow and your belief steady. Don't let fear come in, like don't let your environment come in with fear into your space. Be the stronger one, cleansing that away, filling it up with love around you instead. So this is a very beautiful energy for you to come into flow and to really live in this happy, loving little bubble that you have, which is also, I mean, at least according to me, the real world, you know? So this is a very, very beautiful, powerful energy for you, Aquarius. Congratulations. So next up, we have Pisces. Strong transformation for you, Pisces. So I feel that now you finally put out your wings and fly, just like the butterfly. It's really what I feel. It's like, okay, it's time to move myself. It's time to move this energy. It's time to, maybe you will go on a little trip. Maybe you will go on a little journey, or it's like you showing yourself with that true colors. Maybe you do a haircut. Maybe you buy something new to show your transformation within like a new external energy as well. It's really like, yeah, this full moon in Gemini, it's symbolizing the first chapter in your new cycle, is what I feel. And it even comes with your voice, a way of acting, a way of perceiving the world in some way as well. So it's literally like you taking a step out there within your new costume. This is you. This is the new you, and it's beautiful. Like it's literally a huge change that you made lately, and now you're ready to show everyone. You're ready to step out within this new energy. It's like you've been wanting to tell the people something for so long, and you finally can embody it. Like you're ready to be it, not only to feel it. Now you are this new energy that you've been longing for so long. So it's a very, very beautiful energy for you, Pisces, to really step in and out from your transformation to this new colorful persona. And it's the beautiful thing is too that you don't see any pain here. You don't see the suffer here. This is all glowy, all vibrant. So you will just shine, and you know where that shine is birthed from. And it was struggle, and it was a fight to get here. But you made it, internal as external. You made it into this beautiful, beautiful creature. So congratulations, Pisces. You will end this year on top. So next up we have Aries. So Aries, you got the Crown, stepping into a very spiritual energy of yours, going into depth with a lot of things. I do get a sense of, like really like external things leading me into a very, very deep place of mine. Also very highly connected. I feel strong connection to divine, universe, God, whatever you believe in. And I do feel a very strong sense of self within this, cleansing on a very deep level, seeing things from a very, very high perspective, and from a very divine perspective, where everything is in its highest. It's like you see everything in frequencies, you know? You see what is good for you, what's not good for you, what is serving you, what's not serving you. But in the end, I also get in contact with, because the earth by itself, with us people involved, it doesn't carry a high vibration. I'm sorry, but it's not. We are playing pretty low here, in a pretty low frequency. So whenever you are here, nothing will vibe with this. So whenever you tap in here, you could be ready to get rid of everything in your life. You know, it's like a very like, okay, I don't even know where to go. I would just like to just fly up, you know. So whenever you're here, this is a state of healing and of how can I explain it? Of transforming what you have here and what you do here. But it's not necessarily an energy where you take actions out from. It's more of a realization in your mind. So it's more like, okay, I know that this caused me stress, but you don't have to take the action all the way to get rid of that. It's just an opportunity for you, giving you the answer and the opportunity to readjust it, change it to something that it works more balanced with you. It's like having a relationship that you're not quite happy with or how it's been. And now you can tap into that energy of readjusting. It doesn't mean that you're getting rid of it, but you can tap into that and readjust it. Or you have a situation in your life that you've been going on for very long, and you feel that, yeah, this is nothing that I want to do anymore. But here, we live here, and some things, I don't want to say that we have to do it, but we are able to transform things that doesn't carry too perfect energy for us into something very beautiful and giving, and that can actually feel like a blessing. So within this, really take with you that whatever you like, your life is something that you attract in because you actually need it. You need to meet this. You need to face it, and it's there for your good, to transform and to grow into this new person. So I do feel an energy of one part of me wanting to throw everything away, wanting to give up on something. But I also do feel that whenever you give up on that, you will just be placed in a situation where you meet the same obstacles again, and maybe in an even lower frequency. So I do feel an energy of wanting to run away, but having to sit with this deep realizations of yours and just sit with it, just see it and find the clarity within it. And you have the capacity here, you have the opportunity here to go back into this earthly situation and make it better. Just make it better. It's not about quitting or finishing here. It's more about transforming, growing. So do you want to go towards growth, or do you want to start all over again? So that's kind of like what I feel within this. But this is a deeply psychic energy where you see things maybe even a little bit too clear. So yeah, you don't necessarily have to take action towards what you see or after what you see. It's more about giving you all the cards on the table for you to readjust. That's what I feel. But of course, there can be some things that you finish and some things that you readjust. But acting out on all this would be pretty much throwing everything away, and then the same lessons will come back to you. So congratulations, Aries, for giving this beautiful, beautiful opportunity. So last one but not least, we have Taurus. So Taurus, you got the vulture. So this is a very, very strong card. And what I feel within this energy is like you getting rid of whatever doesn't give you positive energy. So this is very beautiful because I do feel an energy where you pretty black or white. It's like you are super clear right now what is coming in with a low vibration into your life and what is coming in with a positive one. So you're very, very clear, and you're pretty strict that like, okay, I know what distance I can keep you on here. I know how close you can come to me, and I know where I really don't want to place my energy at all. And then it's done, and it's done. So your life is starting to come back to an highly vibrated simplicity, I would like to represent it as. Because things starting to, a little bit like Virgo, like coming back to your energy to like take away, like cut the branches that is just grabbing the energy from the tree. So it's kind of like you coming back to your center and knowing very clearly, like, that is draining my energy, gone. That is draining my energy, gone. Maybe it can also be just like a thought that you have, like, oh, I regret that I didn't say this to this person when he or she said this or that. And you coming back to that, maybe returning back to that person to tell you like, hey, I forgot to tell you this. This is very important for me to release. Because remember that the full moon in Gemini is also very talkative. So communication is a big deal here. So really telling the truth, what is giving me energy and what is not. And if that doesn't make sense with the external world or with the calling of your ego, whatever, this is very important that you follow if you want that simplicity of yours, that easy. I see gold, like I see a strong golden energy that is just, is also carries a lot of harmony. So it's literally like a lifestyle where I work with something I love. I spend my days with something that brings me energy. I have time to rest. I have time to cook beautiful food for me. It's like, it's very Taurus actually now when I put it out like that. So it's literally you getting rid of whatever is taking energy from you at this moment to create a more simple and highly vibrated lifestyle for you. So this is a very, very beautiful energy for you, Taurus. And you're very clear here. Like, I see you not even thinking about your options. It's kind of like things will come to you and you will have the choice to say yes or no. It's not that you have to think about, oh, should I do this? Should I not do this? No, no, no. It will come to you and your intuition will tell you straight away and you will just act on that. So beautiful, Taurus, stepping into the year very, very clean and clear. So this was everything that I had for this time. Next video will come up right before the 30th, where we have the new moon in Capricorn. Meanwhile, Merry, Merry Christmas to you all. I see you very, very soon. Bye.